Hello Capricorn and welcome to my channel Inspiring Life Changes. My name's Colette and I'm here today to do a reading for all you Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising and Cusp Capricorns. If you don't know where those placements are, there will be a free natal link in the description box down below for you to go and check them out. This is just a general reading, so it may not resonate with all of you Capricorns out there. And you also may find that your message will actually be in one of the other placements, like your moon or your rising. And check out particularly your Venus, because this is a Venus retrograde reading that I'm doing. It's Gemini season. Venus is still in retrograde in Gemini. There's a lot of activity in Gemini still. So I thought it would be a good time to take a deeper look into the Venus retrograde energy and how it's affecting everybody's relationships at this time. So also you cross watchers, you may also want to go and check out your own natal placements as well to see if the messages are within other videos that I will be and have already put out there as well. So what I'm doing with this reading is I'm separating all of the cup suits from one deck of cards, and I'm picking, or one card is coming out for yourselves as an overall kind of energy. And the card that you got today, Capricorn, is the King of Cups. And this is the energy of the watery signs, watery signs of Pisces, Scorpio and Cancer. Don't know where the Venus came in. Maybe some of you have got Venus in one of those placements. You may want to check that out. Also, before I forget, the cusp energy is also for yourselves, Capricorn, going to be at the end of Sagittarius. And like the 0 point of Capricorn, you may find that your energy is also quite kind of Sagittarius as well. If it's very kind of 0 point, say 1 or 2, something like that, up to about 10, I would say, 10 minutes, not 10 degrees. But also the other end, Capricorn, you may find that you also resonate more with the Aquarius energy as well. So if that is the case for you, if you're at the very last degrees of Capricorn energy, you may also want to check out the Aquarius reading that I will be doing as well. So the King of Cups, like I was saying, he's the watery, sensitive, intuitive, usually emotionally mature energy, and he did come out upright, so that is a positive sign. It is saying that somebody here is kind of aware of their emotions. They're aware of how deep their emotions run. So there could be somebody here, male or female, it doesn't really matter. It's more to do with the energy than it is to do with the actual gender of the card. But the King of Cups does tend to be quite indirect, or possibly even indecisive, hence the crab down here in the corner, because the crab never goes directly into anything. The crab will always move sideways. It kind of tests the water, comes back out again, goes back in. So you may find that the person that you're dealing with, or the energy that you're dealing with at this moment in time, Capricorn, is one of kind of in and out, really. In and out is the best way to explain it. It's kind of like, do I, don't I? And the more they kind of test the water, and the more it feels right, and the more it feels kind of safe and secure for them, the longer they will spend within that energy. So that's the kind of King of Cups energy that I'm feeling around you at this moment in time, Capricorn. Maybe that you actually have somebody who relates to this energy itself, like as in an actual Scorpio or Pisces or a Cancer in your life. But it may just be somebody who kind of has that way of being. Like the way that they respond is always kind of sideways, and it may kind of make you feel that this person, like I said, they're indecisive. They can't make their mind up about the situation. Or you yourself may also be feeling like this, Capricorn, at this time. That you yourself don't know whether you want to completely take the plunge here, or whether you want to kind of just remain sitting on the sidelines and see what's going to happen next. Right, so the main part of the reading, Sagittarius, I'm going to do with this, Capricorn. I've just done Sagittarius reading, so it's still kind of in my head. Sorry about that, Capricorn. I do apologise. Capricorn, one deck of cards for yourself and the other deck of cards for the person that you are emotionally and energetically connected to. That doesn't mean that those cards have to stay as your particular decks. If you feel that it's the other way around, then just swap them over. If it resonates for you differently, then that's fine, whichever way works. But I'm going to use these cards for yourselves, Capricorn, to see what is happening at this time for you during this Venus retrograde period, what it's bringing up for you, and this person who you have an emotional and energetic connection with here. So what is the energy for Capricorn, please? What is the energy for Capricorn? What is it that Capricorn is dealing with at this time in this Venus retrograde period? Interesting. Okay, wow. So we have the first card out is the High Priestess. A very interesting energy because it kind of relates very much to this King of Cups energy here as well. This kind of sense of in and out that I was talking about here. Deeply intuitive energy. Deeply intuitive. Almost to the point of kind of instinctual with the High Priestess. Almost very kind of yeah, when I say instinctual, it's almost like they're run by their feelings and their intuition and their trust, and it's come out the right way. So this person, I would say, either this is yourself, Capricorn, or this is somebody who's in your life, or it's the situation that's in your life. But it's a sense of something that is very it's very deeply rooted within you. Something that you have to trust. It's kind of saying trust your feelings, trust what you know already. You already know is what it's kind of saying to me here. And also, don't look to outside influences to find what it is that you're seeking your answers for, because you have the Hermit here as your covering energy. So this is saying to me that you need to go within, that this is a time of you really trusting what it is that you already know and acting on that knowing for yourself deeply within. Like the Hermit energy is all about going within yourself and finding your answers within yourself, rather than kind of, like I said, looking outwardly and seeking the answers outside. This is much more, again, you can see, sorry, I'm just kind of the in and out energy here. If you see this little face poking out from that door there, it's very similar. It's this in and out energy. So there is a situation here, or there's a person, there's something that is happening in your world at this time, Capricorn, that is creating this kind of in and out energy. And it's almost like, it feels almost like this crab-like energy, literally, of kind of coming out of your shell and kind of being part of the world and then kind of retreating back into that energy and kind of ruminating over it, kind of like, you know, whatever the experience has been, kind of really going into it, really sinking into the emotions and the feelings behind what it is that you're experiencing at this time. Because I feel that the answers and the keys, the key to unlocking this door, the key to unlocking your own what am I getting here? Your own kind of like world. Your own world. Opening the door to your own world in many ways for you, Capricorn, at this time is all held within your own understanding. So, 2 major arcana cards, Capricorn. It's kind of been a bit of a theme today. Major arcana cards coming out. Let's see what's in your head, Capricorn, at this time. What it is that you are aware of to do with this situation at this time. Page of Fire. Page of Fire, Page of Wands. All pages are young, kind of innocent energy. Fire is all about kind of creativity. It's about seeking, searching, wanting to know more. And that's kind of what I'm picking up here, that in your head is this kind of, you want to know more. It's kind of intriguing, I feel. There's an intriguing energy with this today. There's something that's intriguing you. There's something with this in and out energy. It's kind of, there's something that you are kind of trying to put your finger on, something that you are trying to work out, to kind of make sense of, and I feel it's to do with this King of Cups in and out energy again. With the butterflies here as well, and in the background, we've got butterflies kind of flying up and transforming. You can see them kind of around this moon energy here as well. And of course the moon does relate to not only our intuition, but also imagination as well. There's something imaginative about this. There's something, it's kind of taking you into a dreamlike state. Into opening up like maybe a dream world as well, which I'm just talking about, something like opening up a world that you hadn't accessed before maybe. But I'm getting this sense of imaginative and imagination, maybe something that's allowing you to release this part of yourself that you've been holding back here, Capricorn. Maybe that's the kind of thing this person brings into your life. But there is this sense of in and out. Also with the Page of Fire, I'm getting a sense of wonderment here as well. A sense of like seeing through new eyes in a way. Because it's a page, it's kind of childlike, it's kind of an innocence, it's kind of saying, it's kind of unlocking, I feel, it's unlocking that side of yourself here, Capricorn. what's the energy that Capricorn has been working through or working with that is moving away, please, universe? What's the energy for Capricorn that they have been working through, working with, when it comes to this energetic connection? Lovely. We have the Sun. I just get a real sense of joy from this card, a real sense of kind of things being brighter and happier and much more clearer for you, and kind of just this sense of I'm kind of feeling this sense of you, and I think it's to do with this Page of Fire energy as well. It's kind of going from this kind of small energy of being the page to this kind of magnificent energy of creative fire and like, how can I put it, kind of, hesitate to use the word exposing yourself, but it's kind of like, you know, coming out of your shell, coming out into the light. This sense of confidence as well. Like growing towards the light. It's like sunflowers. If you look at all these sunflowers, sunflowers grow towards the light. It's what they naturally do. And they turn to face the sun. But interestingly enough, there's a side of you that is still, I feel it again, it's that kind of in-out energy. It's kind of, she's looking down and she's looking away, like she's not fully accepting, or you yourself, Capricorn, are not fully accepting this energy and not fully kind of, it's like being in the limelight. It's like spotlight is on you and you're not quite sure how to, it almost makes you kind of feel giddy with excitement, but at the same time you're kind of, it makes you not nervous. It's not nervous so much, but it's almost, I feel like a sense of kind of embarrassment. Sense of embarrassment somehow, Capricorn, of suddenly kind of finding yourself like in this place of being like highlighted and kind of out in the open is what I'm kind of getting here. Almost like a sense of center stage, center of attention, and it's kind of something that you're kind of not used to, or something that you're kind of trying to accept. And down below you have two cards that have come out. First one is the Ace of Air, or the Ace of Swords. This is in the subconscious realm. This is the deep knowing realm. Like the feeling realm of the situation. And for me, the Ace of Swords with this light, this bright light here, it kind of reminds me of like a flash of inspiration. Like also almost like remembering that you can rise above it, that you can fly, that it's okay to it's okay to kind of, again, that kind of sense of this giddy sense of height, of kind of being above everything. Because it's come out with the transformation card as well, so which is like the phoenix that she holds in her hand. It's kind of this same energy that I'm feeling here, that this is the phoenix, this is what got you rising above everything else. It's kind of like this raising vibration energy. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. This is to do with kind of a rising of vibration, and the ace always comes in after the ending of a cycle of something, so it's like the new energy that arrives and it needs to have direction, but it kind of got you really motivated here, I feel. And with this transformation card, it kind of really just very suddenly changed everything in your life. I feel as though this was a very sudden occurrence. This could even have something to do with weddings as well, or marriage, because she always looks to me as though she's wearing this amazingly yellow wedding dress, like she's on her wedding day here. The sun being the masculine energy, but in this particular picture, she's depicted as a feminine energy. So it could even relate to the masculine and the feminine energy coming together as one energy. So this transformation is taking place here on a deep, deep level. But there is still this kind of sense of, I can feel also almost like returning to the past somehow. Like stepping into your future, but then kind of going back into the past again. Almost like you can't believe it. Yes, no, no. So what is the energy for Capricorn that's coming into their life? What is coming into Capricorn's life here? For themselves and the person that they have an energetic connection with. King of Air and the 8 of Earth in reverse. This, I feel, is that energy that I was just talking about, of the backwards and forwards, past and future. Like you're working on it, you're working on trying to leave your past behind here, I feel, and accept your future as it's coming in. And you also have the King of Air come out here in upright. So he also is very much in a position of strength. And again, air energy has a lot to do with the mind, but it's also very perceptive. It's also very discerning. It's also very intuitive in that sense, in the sense that it kind of can see through the BS. But what I'm picking up with this energy today is that this person here is very kind of strongly protective towards you. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Again, the blue, there's something about this blue as well, and I was looking at this earlier, but I didn't say anything about it, but blue is very much to do with the throat chakra. King of Air is very much to do with communication. And he has this kind of scarf around his throat here as well, which is kind of quite see-through in a way. It's kind of, it's not, I don't feel as though it's a complete block there. I feel that he's quite discerning about what he says and who he says it to. Maybe part of his job. This may be you, Capricorn, or this may be the person that you're dealing with, but there's a very strong protective quality here. And I do feel that it's got something to do with communication, the throat chakra, expression. Possibly also to do with writing. But I just feel this kind of very strong protection. And with the 8 of Earth here in reverse with this card as well. The 8 is about mastering something. The 8 is about working on something that kind of started out as something like, originally the violin just starts out as a lump of wood. It doesn't really have, it's like, you know, it comes from a tree. So it starts out as a tree and then it kind of gets turned into a lump of wood and then it can become this beautiful violin. So it's kind of taking something and transforming it into something else. But it's in reverse here, which is why I kind of feel as though it's about this, you working on your, possibly your profession or working with somebody, but it is this energy, or it feels like this energy of past and future, of kind of working within both of those realms in a way. Let's see what else comes out here, Capricorn. Let's see what comes out for this person. So there's a sense of growth there with this 8 of Earth energy as well. A sense of something. Again, it could have something to do with transformation as well. This kind of transforming energy. Something is transforming, but it's happening. It just feels like it's happening on a deeper level here. It's almost like these roots somehow are kind of, with the violin, if it was up that way, it would be like growth of branches going out into the kind of ether, if you like, something that was growing up and out. But because it's upside down, it feels more like, to me, that it's being rooted. That something is being rooted here. but it has something to do with both the past and the present, and even the future as well. Maybe it's transforming your future. But I do feel that there is a connection between that transformation and the Eight of Earth being rooted within the present, but still in the past. And bringing the past in. There's something about it. May also even be parts of yourself that you're not necessarily wanting to show to the world. Maybe parts of yourself you're wanting to keep more hidden, more under wraps, more kind of, I just feel it's underworld, this kind of place of, like, say, you know, that's above ground and all of this is below in the earth, literally. Almost like it doesn't feel like a secret so much as kind of private. It's like, this is my private world. This is what I will show you, but this is private. So let's see what this other person has here. They've got the Six of Cups in reverse. So their energy at this time is one of reflection, melancholy, looking back on the past, which could also relate to your situation and your energy, because I was picking up on this past energy. Possibly regret here as well with this card in reverse. Okay, so it's covered by the Prince of Cups. So this person's obstacle, the Prince of Cups, is about letting love in, about allowing themselves to love. Prince is, again, it's that young energy, it's that kind of childlike, innocent energy that hasn't really experienced real love, that hasn't really, they have yet to kind of really understand it. But I think on some level they're kind of, with this Six of Cups here, again, something to do with the past. It could be past with yourself, Capricorn. It could be a past with somebody else. But they are kind of coming to a stage where, although it's their challenge, they're needing to kind of come out of a time of withdrawal somehow. Maybe that's also got something to do with this Hermit energy down here as well. But I often think of the Prince of Cups energy as being a time of after heartache, after we've been let down by love, or what we thought was love even, and retreating and kind of healing ourselves. This kind of energy is the beginnings of taking care of yourself again, of nurturing yourself, of seeing yourself as being worthy enough to look after yourself. So this is kind of the challenge for this person at the moment. They may not see themselves as being worthy of love here. Particularly with the Six of Cups as well. In reverse. So this person may have gone through a really tough time in the past. Possibly somebody who they thought they were really in love with. And this doesn't have to be yourself, Capricorn. This can be somebody else here. But there's a sense of unhappiness within both those cards, in a way, a sense of unhappiness. But the Prince is kind of holding his cup. Up, as if he's kind of getting ready to step out into the world and find somebody to give that cup to. So we have the Two of Wands, Two of Staves, Two of Fire, whichever you prefer to call it. Over the top of the Page of Fire. So this person is looking for something to come into their life so that they can create something new, create this could be a business related issue. Fire, creativity. They're holding on to one of the wands there and the other one is on the other side of the wall. So it's almost like they're blocking it off. It's almost like they're saying, right, okay, that one's done with. But they haven't moved away from it. They're still kind of standing there between the two. And so in a way I feel as though they're, and I feel, again, it's kind of the past here. But they're still in a place of reluctance to walk away from it, reluctance to kind of actually let that go and to move on to something new. But they have kind of, in a way, made the decision already, even though they haven't actually put it into action yet. Because they're still standing there looking out across the horizon, looking for something new. Or looking back over their past even. Which I feel it is actually. I feel it's more about looking back over their past because of that wall, that kind of barrier that's there. So they're getting ready to kind of turn around, take this one wand here, turn around and walk towards their new future. This is what's in their head and what they're aware of. And that new future could very well be to do with yourself here, Capricorn. Because you've got it come out over the top of this Page of Fire, this kind of exciting energy, this kind of imaginative kind of... And I feel as though on some level it's kind of... it's about the two of you. This energy is about the two of you. But this person hasn't quite let go of that past memory that they had. Got the Prince of Staves again. So this has come out twice here. For this person, it's what they've been working on, working through. For you, Capricorn, it's what's in your head and what you're aware of. But for them, it's kind of the energy that they're working with at this time. Again, it's that young, almost naive energy. Childlike. There's a lot of staves here. There's kind of strong, in this person's life, there's a strong desire, I feel, for, see, and you could also be dealing here, Capricorn, with a fire sign. You could be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius here, or somebody who has a lot of fire placements within their astrological chart as well. Because if you look here, he has this one rod in his hand here. And again, this wall here behind. But this time he's turned around. He's turned around, so he is walking away from it. He is slowly but surely kind of moving into the future, I feel. But there has been, with this 8 of Swords here as well, this has been a feeling of with this 8 of Swords, I mean, the 8 of Swords is all about being trapped, but again, it's to do with the mind because it's swords. So it's a sense of being trapped by their own thought processes, of not letting something go, of keeping it in their kind of mental realm, in the mental awareness of something that keeps going over and over in this person's head. Oops, sorry about that. It could even be a sense of feeling as though they have actually been like pinned down by the pain and the hurt and the suffering and the whatever it was from this relationship previously. They're kind of trying to get up, I feel, as though they're trying to get up and they're trying to become more this energy here. There may even be a sense with this person that that creativity and that drive was what, and that passion and that desire has been what's caused their problems, in a way, what's caused them to become trapped. Possibly the attraction to somebody else in the past. Trusting somebody else in the past. Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. You both have got transformation in the exact same place. So you are both going through these big changes in your lives. And I feel somehow as though it's kind of you're helping each other with this. Because they also have the 9 here. So they've gone from the 8 from the past, in the subconscious they also have the 9. The 9 of Swords here. So what they are trying to transform here is all this fear, these worries, this stress. They're trying to release themselves from this mental anguish that they have been in, I feel, for quite some time here. So with you having this Ace of Air, This Ace of Swords here, I feel almost like it's almost like a protection energy. This is kind of what I'm picking up with. This looks to me like a sword as well. It kind of feels like a sword. It's like a sword of truth, a burst of inspiration that comes through via this kind of sword. Or crystal, possibly even a crystal light here as well. It has kind of something that's very almost like out of the blue type of energy here. Something that kind of sparks something between the pair of you, because this is what you've got when you look at the energies here, Capricorn. It's quite incredible, the pair of you. Let me just turn that around so you can see how, oh sorry, do it this way. You can see what's going on better. You've both got swords, you've both got transformation. But your sword, Capricorn, is one more of a new idea, a new fresh way of looking at things. Whereas with this person here, they are literally trying, I feel, to transform this energy that they have been stuck in for some time now. Which I feel is also this King of Cups, going back to this King of Cups energy at the very beginning, and this in and out energy. And trusting it and wanting to, very much wanting to, but because of what's happened previously, not necessarily feeling like they can. Although I do think that could well change as well. But I also feel as though there's a need to be very gentle with this person, Capricorn. Which I feel is what this protective energy is about as well, with this King of Swords. So what is the energy that is coming in for this person that Capricorn has a energetic, emotional connection to, please? What is the energy for Capricorn's person on an emotional and energetic level? And I'm not taking all those cards, thank you. Oh, interesting again. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So we have the Ace of Wands, or the Ace of Staves. So there is a new beginning coming into this person's life. They've got the Ace and the 2. Also the Prince. So there's a lot of fiery creative energy around this as well. I feel as though this is very, it's something that is kind of under, how can I put it, like something that is going to change the underbelly, if you like, the under pinning of their life. This is literally kind of life-changing energy. And of course you have the Sun card here as well, and if you look at the Sun here in the background, again I feel as though it's kind of protective, it's kind of there to help grow this, it's there to help nurture it and to bring it to fruition. But they also have the Ace of Swords here in reverse as well. So you have the Ace of Swords upright, and they have it in reverse. So this is going to be a challenge, I feel, for this person. I don't think it's going to be an easy... I don't think it's going to be an easy mental process. Because the ace often depicts the beginning of a new mental process, but it's almost like this is just kind of repeating patterns in a way. This person needs to put it to rest. They need to lay it to rest and focus on this energy instead. You could be dealing also with the air energies, as I said, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, because there is quite a lot of that energy around, but there is also a lot of the fire energy here as well. So let's see what the Moonology cards want to say. Okay, you came out pretty quick. It says the energy is gaining momentum. And you've got two here, and the other one is a personal issue reaches resolution. So that's a very nice energy to have coming in for you. The energy is gaining momentum and a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer, Cancer being the energy of the home, safety, and of course the crab energy that I was talking about here as well. So you may also have some Cancer energy within your own astrological makeup here, Capricorn, or they may also have a lot of Cancer in their astrological chart. Cancer being the energy of home, security, mother, nurturing, and I kind of feel on some level that that's what this person needs, male or female. They need this kind of safety and security and nurturing and just generally being looked after, I feel, on some level. So let's see let's see what the light angel cards have to say here, Capricorn. What is their message for you at this time? Okay, wow, I've got 4 of them here. We have communication. The angels remind you that being spiritual is about being genuine and honest. And I think that's what this card is here. When you speak from the heart, others feel the resonance of truth and trust you. Talk positively, focus on the good in life, and you will feel happier and healthier. Communication is a two-way process. Listen with interest and respond openly. This will improve all relationships. Communicate constantly with source, using prayer, which is asking, and meditation, which is listening. Always keep channels of communication open. Be a bridge to others' hearts and minds. Ask your angel to step into your aura and communicate in a higher way through you. And the affirmation is, I communicate clearly and honestly, which I think is this card here, which is also what I feel this energy of protection is as well. Maybe you will be calling in on your guides here, Capricorn, your spiritual guides here for you to have strength for this. So we also have Archangel Shamuel. Archangel Shamuel works on the pink ray of love, and being blessed with this Archangel card indicates that you are ready to open your heart to unconditional love. Love has no restrictions and accepts all people as they are, nor does it judge. True love is so powerful that it dissolves hurt, anger, and separation. Let love flow from your heart and touch your loved ones, those you dislike, and strangers. This creates a bridge of light which the angels can move along to bring hope and peace. In return, your life will be blessed and filled with love. Affirmation is, my heart is filled with the flame of love. Which is kind of what I was sensing that this person really needs, is this kindness, this nurturing, this just generally being looked after and taken care of. Forgiveness. Angel wisdom reminds you that challenging people and situations are sent to you as your most important teachers. Without them, your soul would not grow. Your guidance is to let go of the hurt, resentment, and anger of the past. When you forgive others and yourself, your karma is rubbed out of your soul records. You will enjoy love in your heart and lightness of spirit. Ask the angels to help you dissolve your hurt, anger, and guilt. They will take your burdens from you. When you love unconditionally, there is nothing to forgive. Love is forgiving, so open your heart and give love. Affirmation is, I forgive myself and others. I am free. Which is very interesting because I do feel as though there is a lot of past stuff in this reading. A lot of past hurt and pain that is being brought into this present. And lastly, we have detachment. It says, according to spiritual law, you can have anything your heart desires. However, if your happiness, sense of security, or feeling of power depends on someone or something in your life, then you are attached to that person or thing, and it is a chain which binds you to a lower frequency and keeps you stuck. Your guidance is to ask the angels to help you cut the cords that tie you to people, things, and emotions. When all attachments are released, you can no longer be manipulated emotionally. This enables you to reclaim your power and be genuine. Free your spirit and that of others. Let go now. The affirmation is, I release everyone and everything. My spirit is free. I somehow feel that these two cards here, these last two cards, relate more to the to this person, whoever this person is, the person who needs to be looked after and cared for. I think that those two cards there were a message for them, and the first two cards were more of a message for you, Capricorn. I could have that round the other way, depending on how the reading resonates for you. But I am just going to finish the reading there and say thank you very much for listening, Capricorn. I hope you have enjoyed my reading. Please, if you have, could you thumbs it up for me, like it, so that I can get it out into a bigger platform on the YouTube stage so that more people can see it, because that's how the algorithms work, and that's why YouTubers are constantly saying please like our videos up, because that's how it works. The more likes it gets, the more people get to see it. So also, if you haven't done already, please could you subscribe to my channel. That really helps me to grow my channel, and again it gets out onto a bigger platform, and that's really my aim at this time, is to make it a bigger audience so that more people will hear my messages and come back, etc. Like an ongoing process. And also tap the bell for future videos that I will be putting out there if you want to know as and when they are being put out. I do new moon and full moon videos as well. They are all up on my channel, and I'm also putting them into playlists. So if you have any interest in any particular sign, just go onto my channel, look under playlists, and you will see my videos are all under those playlists. There are no dates on my readings at all, because I think that readings are just universal. They don't need to be time stamped, apart from the full moon and the new moon ones, which obviously have a time stamp on them automatically. But they can still resonate for a longer period of time as well, so they may be of interest. But I will be putting out a new video for this upcoming solar eclipse with the new moon in Cancer. which is going to be quite huge for all of us. So also, please, if you feel that this video is going to be of any benefit to anybody else that you know, share it with somebody who you think may get something from this message, and please comment. Leave me a comment below, because it is always nice to know how people are responding to my videos, whether or not anybody is resonating. I've had some really lovely comments from some of you out there. Thank you very much. It has been really nice to get some feedback from you and know that my videos have been of help to somebody. And on that note, I am going to say thank you again, Capricorn, and I wish you all the best. Please take really good care of yourselves and also of anybody else around you at this time that you can. Hopefully see you again soon.